who gets silenced. He's going to get KO'd. Yes, he is. The last hit comes off after he stuns away. And Furon now using this huge damage to her advantage. I mean, if they really need to be able to focus this Furon down, and wow, they get a kill on the someone, and Siren's the next to go down, and wow, this is just action everywhere as Potom finally comes back in. They're looking for a kill, and big arrow on the Furion. Furion's going to go down. He's too squishy to survive, and Enchantress needs to run away as fast as possible. And wow, that was just too much going on in these fights to actually keep track of. I'm doing my best. And Furion buys back, and wow, Clockwork hooks them both. Is the Potom there? Potom leaps in. Starfall. Potom needs to be careful as the Furion has a lot of damage, and Clockwork's going to actually maybe try and take it to this Furion, but Furion with all that damage, the arrow's not going to hit. If the arrow hit, they could have maybe picked up a kill, but no. Potom just TP's out, and safety first is the call, as the Sentinel Hero is just back the hell out, and now Lycan is chasing. Furion TP's over. Furion with the 20-second cooldown on that TP can just TP in front and picks up a kill on the Clockwork. So Scourge once again are turning the game around. This Prophet just getting really farmed, getting some huge damage despite being quite squishy, although he has got a bit more HP now. He's got those Strength Treads and Manta for HP, so he's no longer on 1200 HP, he's on about 1900. Lycan sitting on a bit of gold, I think died in that fight, maybe bought back actually, because his gold has gone down a fair bit. And bottom lane we do see the Brood, maybe with a Butterfly almost, not quite, just with the Eagle Horn. The Butterfly will come in use against that Potom, those Potom right clicks, and the Siren. I mean, Siren, the ensnare is quite useful, but a Siren with no items, 45 minutes in the game, really can't do a huge amount. It'll be interesting to see how Sentinel deal with this game, considering their Siren is so underfarmed as a support hero. Meanwhile, Lycan just going back to farming. I think we're going to enter a stage of the game where both teams are just going to farm for a while. Scourge are probably quite happy to farm now, because being on Scourge, it's a lot easier to Roshan, so they can just wait for this Roshan to come back up and go for the Roshan kill, if they so choose. They definitely are in a better position to be able to Roshan here, being as they are closer to it, and they've got the better pushing hero, so they can push out the lanes with the Furion ultimate, with Furion TPing around. If all the lanes are pushed into this Sentinel base, Sentinel have to TP, defend, and that basically gives Scourge a free Roshan, as Sentinel can't be in two places at once. They can't be defending and stopping Roshan, so Scourge are probably in fairly happy with their position now. They're just going to want to farm until Rosh is back. Well, Sentinel, they probably realize that if Roshan comes back up, they can't stop Roshan, simply because the Scourge have the pushing lineup, so they're going for a push now. They know they've taken away the cheese. I think they've taken away the Aegis as well. Lycan's picked up a plate mail. No cheese there, and they do just get the tower with ease. They're going to go for this rack. The fortification comes off, and this should be a possible racks here. One of the images gets taken by the Enchantress. Potom with the invis. Is there a gem or something? Dust comes off. SK ultimate. It's a big one. It hits it. Enchantress goes down. Two go down on the Scourge side, and now finally Sleep comes off, and as the BKBs are there. So running away from the Brood and the Lycan, I think, is the call. But they can actually maybe go back in here if they so choose. They could fight this. Wow, I'm surprised they chose not to fight this. Furion can TP in, and I think that's the reasoning behind it. As Furion can just TP in, you see him, wow, basically two-shot that CM, and forced to retreat. Lycan's going to scout this Siren, so Siren needs to be careful here, as the Scourge team have seen him, I believe, but they're just looking to push themselves. I don't think there's no rush for them to push. As long as they're defending, as long as they're taking Roshan, they are in a good position to win this game. But at the same time, if they can push, why not? They've killed the CM and the SK, so SK is probably the main big kill here, and Brood gets caught out. Brood's going to go down here. By the looks of it, yes, Brood goes down. Lycan's going to take out this Clockwork. No, Clockwork uses the Ghost Scepter. Is there an ensnare? Is there anything? Yes, there's an ensnare, and Lycan goes down as well. Huge mistake from Scourge. They've finally taken some game control back. They were in a good position to win it, and they do that. I'm not sure that was just the smartest move there. They were pushing as 2 into 3 heroes. The Clockwork hooked the bottom DPS and just absolutely KO'd the Broodmother. Left the Lycan alone. Lycan couldn't do anything, and really was not a good move by the Scourge team. Meanwhile, this Furon is getting fatter and fatter. Has picked up a Majolna. Really is almost 6 slotted. Just maybe we'll sell that dagger now and get some other damage item. Maybe a Hex. Depending if she actually thinks Hex is worth getting in this game. Doesn't seem to value it as an item this game. It does have the Orchid as a silence, so making Hex probably not as needed. We do see VS farming some Ancients. Has that Jengo, no charges left. May refill it actually, as it does give some nice movement and attackment speed when you use those charges. SK has an Ogre Axe, maybe going for the BKB, although BKB probably not that useful against these Scourge heroes. Enchantress, Brood, Lycan, not heroes that BKB does a huge amount against. Oh wow, there we go. Potom with DD. Wow, absolutely crushes that Enchantress. Probably about 2 or 3 shots, actually all that was needed from the Potom. And Potom, as you can see, now has a Butterfly. So they did manage to take that melee Rex. That's what I failed to see. And they are just going to go in and hit this top tower. I'm not sure. I guess assume backdoors may be allowed. I'm not sure if that was backdoor, but Clockwork is maybe going to get KO'd. Yes, he gets KO'd by the Furon ulti, but Potom is doing a lot of damage. Naga Siren is trying to get out, uses the sleep. It's just going to sleep and run, but at the same time the sleep AoE is not that big, so if you just run, they actually don't stay slept. And SK with the ultimate now. Brood, BKBs, silences the SK. The SK is in trouble now, uses the Shivers, but Furon goes down. That's a very useful kill. Furon buys back though. CM ultimate doing a lot of damage, but Potom cleaning up. Double kill for Potom, and the CM ulti as well did a huge amount of damage, and the SK, the Siren, will just take this next Rax, and that's top Rax as well as the mid melee Rax, and is a huge fight for this Sentinel team as they do pick off the Furon again. That's Furon just after buying back, goes down almost immediately, and that should be GG. I'm not entirely sure if these Scourge team, what they can do. They do have 3 alive. The VS is back, the Enchantress is back, Lycan's back, he's used BKB, he's used his ultimate as well, so I think Sentinel are okay. They can and they should get this mid-range Rax. I mean, sure, it's a range Rax, but you're going to have to kill it eventually anyways if you want Mega Creeps. I think Potom realizes it's there, decides just to, hey, I'll take this out, and we'll probably take this Rax and retreat, maybe kill some Ziggurats, why not? They give some good gold. Yep, Potom's going to go for Ziggurats. And Enchantress gonna do it. Try, go for a kill. Oh, Bleep dodges the stun, but Lycan's there. But Lycan, I don't think can actually kill this Potom. Potom with the evasion and just being so goddamn fast. Lycan, oh, Sanj goes off. Is there going to be another stun or anything to follow it up? Furion, no, Furion can't TP in, and here comes the Frostbite. Potom's going to turn around, go for this kill. Is there a stun? There is a stun, it's on the CM. CM's the one to go down, and gem drops. And VS picks up the gem. So, Potom being a bit adventurous there. CM was forced to sort of come in and solve and clean things up, and that was at the cost of her own life. So as you can see, Lycan ultis, this Siren could get caught up. No, Siren blinks out, leap on the Potom, and wow, Clockwork cogs in on the Lycan, and Lycan's just going to look to kill those cogs and escape as fast as possible. Is there an insta? Siren's low in mana. Oh no, he's not that low in mana. He was low before, but no, he's blinked. Can he reach the Lycan? Can he reach? He's looking for an ensnare, and right now Scourge really need to get some kills. They really need to push out some lanes, and Sentinel are going to get a Roshan here, and as you can see, BKB on the Sand King. He is farmed, as is his Potom. Potom with a ridiculous amount of gold. Majolna, Butterfly, Manta, Skadi, Treads, and 5.2k gold. So maybe he'll be taking this Aegis. He has been playing a bit very adventurously, as said, being very aggressive, and he could make use with this Aegis. And the Howl comes in. They think they know, they saw the Sandstorm there. Potom uses the Invis, so they're going to look for a gank here. I think Scourge have the gem. The VS has the gem though, so this could go badly for the Sentinel side as Furon. No, Furon is going to go down. If Furon's dead, I think the fight goes their way, as Furon has so much DPS, but at the same time he's very squishy, and if taken out, it's just good news for them. And Lycan, He needs to avoid the net. No, Siren tried to net but couldn't. Meanwhile, Potom is just cleaning up. Takes out one, takes out two, takes out the Enchantress after taking out the Furon. And there's a hook shot. That was an epic hook shot. Went across like 3 different cliffs. Hits the Lycan. And Lycan goes down. And that is going to be GG, I imagine. And game 2 goes to the Singaporean team. GGHT. I don't think I'm calling it too soon. I don't think they can stop this. They've only got the Vengeful Spirit and the Brood. Brood hasn't even finished B-Fly yet, and this should be GG. What an epic game. I mean, Sentinel had a huge early game advantage, but Scourge looked like they might actually have the game. I thought they had pulled off a comeback once again this game, but Sentinel pulled themselves together, had some good team fights, and managed to win it. So, GG, game 2 goes to the Singaporean side, and I'll be back shortly. I'm not sure if there actually is a game 3. Let me just check what's going on. I'm not sure if they play a tiebreaker or not. Oh, I believe it may just be a group stage, and it could just be a best of 2. Let's have a look. Nope, there's no game 3, guys. It's only a best of 2, so it's a tie. A great turnaround from the Singaporeans as they did even up the series, and some very exciting games. That's it for tonight, I believe. Let me just have a quick look. There may be some more games on later tonight. But that's the end of this matchup between the Singaporean team, GGHT, and the Malaysian team, not the Filipino team. Pardon me for my mistake there. GizMo. So the series was 1-1. Some very exciting games. You saw 2 Lycans. One worked out for GizMo, the second one didn't, and a very fun Potom in that second game. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm Z-Dog from GoToGamers Commentary Team, and I will catch you some other time.